Hello guys, Star Wars Everything here, and welcome to the channel. This is going to be our first video, and it is going to be talking about the theory that I've discussed with some other people for quite a while, and that is if Ahsoka will be in The Last Jedi. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome to the first video in the Star Wars Everything channel. I'd like to welcome you. So this is a theory that Ashoka Tano will be in The Last Jedi. Now, be warned, this isn't going to have any evidence to it. I'm not going to pull up a ton of things to connect with each other to say, oh yeah, she's going to be in there. It's more just like, oh, what if she was? Or like, what would we think about if she was in there? Now, if you don't know Ashoka Tano, here's a little background information. She first was revealed in the 2008 movie Star Wars The Clone Wars, and she did great and everyone loved her, so she came on and starred in the Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show. And this all becomes canon, and then she's brought over in canon for Rebels. Now, this theory also has to depend on her surviving Rebels. We are not sure if she'll survive or not because they have not finished all the seasons. So we'll find that out soon with this last season coming up and everything. But a little bit of what we were thinking what it might turn out to be was something of like an Obi-Wan-esque kind of character like he was in Empire Strikes Back. So Obi-Wan wasn't really directly influencing Luke. He sort of was there to give hints every once in a while and maybe like say a thing or two about wisdom, but other than that, he was never really there to be like directly influencing Luke. That was more like a Yoda role. And in The Last Jedi, I feel like Luke Skywalker is going to play that Yoda role, right? So we would think that Ahsoka Tano would be this sort of far away, indirectly influencing basically Rey in her future. So this is definitely a possibility. It's not like, you know, we're saying, oh, she's like 200 years old somehow and she's somehow alive. It's very much a real possibility because let's think about it. Ahsoka Tano was very young when she became a Padawan to Anakin. We can see in the clip of her saying, of Anakin saying, aren't you a little too young to be a Padawan? And she says, oh, Master Yoda thinks I'm able and I have the skills to do it. So basically, she is young in the Clone Wars. So let's just say she's, let's say 13. We'll give her 13. And then the Clone Wars doesn't last that long. It's only like, it's within a 10-year span, I think. And then you got the Rebellion, and that's, I think, around like 20 years. So we're looking in the range of like 50, 40, and like 60 range. It's not really a definite thing. So she would be probably around a little bit older than Luke's age. And this is very real, and it would be a very cool thing to see because Ahsoka has this sort of like Mace Windu kind of aura with her. She dabbles a little bit in the dark side and a little bit in the light side, right? Because she's not a Jedi anymore. She left the Jedi Order whenever she was in the Clone Wars because of the mistrust the Jedi gave her. So she felt like she could dabble in both, and we can see that in Rebels. Whenever Anakin or Darth Vader basically confronts her, she says that she's not a Jedi, and that's when he tries to basically sway her onto the dark side. So to see her in here would be a very cool and a very nice idea because she dabbles in both, and as we can see in the Last Jedi trailer, Luke Skywalker says, oh, there are no more Jedi. Because I think what's going to happen is that he is going to basically disband it, but not in the way you think. Like, not like completely erase Jedi. He means like in a way to where you dabble in both sides of the Force. I'll go a little bit into that in another video. But basically, Ahsoka would sort of be that kind of person to guide in that. And she would be a leader. most likely. But I feel like if she were to be brought on, she would probably die by then, because you know, she's getting a little old, and there's the Knights of Ren, of course. We'll probably see them in this episode, probably. And if we see them, I would like to see her go out in like a style of dying to multiple Knights of Ren. She would probably, like, you know, hack through a couple of them with ease, but then all of a sudden there's too many for her to really handle, because she's a little bit older. Even though she has the experience, she can't really keep that up to a bunch of younger trained Jedis or a bunch of younger trained basically knights of a bunch of younger trained force users, and you know, it'd be sort of hard to consistently defend against that. So I feel like if she were to die in The Last Jedi, it'd be going out in style and probably to one of them, or maybe possibly going out against Snoke as like this gigantic guy who's very hard and very probably hard. It's very hard to probably kill him. But other than that, that's just kind of like idea. I wasn't really going to go deep into details. It's just a little theory to toss around at you guys. But tell us what you think down in the comments down below. Just say what you think would happen if you're in there, or just play around with the storyline and, you know, have a little fun with it. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. It'd be very much appreciated. We're going to do a lot of theories and reviews and stuff like that. If you're into that kind of stuff, just stick around and there'll be a whole bunch of that. And if you like the video, click that like button, and I will see you in the next one.